People of the Dewan Moore Show, I'm going to be doing a review today. We're going to be talking about the live action movie Attack on Titan. They done fudged it up, y'all. I don't understand, with all that great source material, how you could possibly ruin something I love so dearly. But ruin it, they did. Not completely, just turned off to the fact that I don't even want to watch the second part, but I'm going to because I want to do that review. And I'm going to troop it out for you guys because I love you, and that's the kind of things I'll do for you. Anywho, we're going to discuss why I thought this movie was so bad. It just went completely away from the source material. You have your main characters, Eren, Mikasa, and Armin, who have been reduced to just... It's ridiculous what they've been reduced to. How you take I don't understand how you can reduce anime characters with flesh and blood characters who have less feeling. It's mind-boggling to me how stiff these actors were playing these characters. They completely changed the story. So instead of, spoilers, so if you don't want to know what happens next, go watch the movie, then come back and check it out. Spoilers. So, Eren and Mikasa in the manga and the animated series are portrayed as stepbrother and sister, with Armin being their close childhood friend. In the movie, they're portrayed, Mikasa and Eren are portrayed as love interests of the weakest sorts. By which I mean, we find, God, it's just a mess, this movie. It's a mess. It really is. So, they're trying to place, like, attachment to each character of why they feel like if they were to lose someone as the movie's progressing in the building in the beginning, it starts out with Armin talking with a little boy who he had made a toy for, who had been broken and wasn't working correctly. And he tells the little boy, "Oh, I'm going to fix this for you and return it to you, no problem," because in the movie, Armin wants to be a great inventor, tinkerer. Mikasa, who in the animes and manga is portrayed as a quiet, brooding child who's already lost their parents to Titan Havoc, is in this form portrayed as a dainty little flower in the beginning. And I say in the beginning because I'll explain more in just a moment. So we find our protagonist, Eren, out in the field, who is later joined up by his friends, and he's complaining about being trapped inside the walls, and if Titans are really a myth, and so on and so forth. Then they actually go out and explore to the wall because Eren's trying to impress Mikasa. Like I said, they're trying to portray them as love interests. So Mikasa, Eren, and Armin head out to the wall. They get out to the wall, and this is where the movie actually starts. I can't even say that yet. They get out to the wall. They're still discussing, dreaming about life outside the wall, what possibilities could lie beyond there, and just dying and living and dying inside the walls is not what they want to do. Meanwhile, it's apparently against the law to go anywhere near close to the wall. So they are approached by armed guards and ask, what's going on? And they start roughing them up a little bit. And in the movie, unlike in the manga and anime, Eren is being portrayed as a complete hothead fighter. So he goes to, show his brawn and fight with the soldiers, trying to impress Mikasa. And then he's approached by the head of the guard, who sends the other guards away after a brief scuffle of getting their asses whipped by a young Eren, who's just a teenager, and they're supposed to be trained elite guards. The elite guard himself has a conversation with Eren, explaining to him, I brought a young lady out here once to impress her as well. and he goes on to tell him that it was his mother, in fact, but that he lost out in the love interest to his son, to Aaron's father. Now, while this is relevant to the movie and in this story, I don't understand. It doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't take place in the anime or manga, so they're really reaching here. So, just when all of this takes place, lo and behold, the Colossal Titan shows up. This is where I can say that the movie actually is true in the aspect of the anime and manga, very true to the how you would imagine they would look if brought to life with computer graphics. Really cool. So the Colossal Titan, as you guys know, if you checked out the manga or anime, if you checked it out, you'll know that the Colossal Titan is the one that breaks down the first outer wall, allowing smaller yet incredibly huge titans to breach the wall. This happens and is used to move move the story forward. We go through a sequence of seeing loved ones lost in accordance to each protagonist of the story. Eren loses his mother, Mikasa loses her family, Eren sees his, everyone loses their family, and other just random players from the field. They also, it's showing the Titans devouring humans. That part was a little bit funny because you could just see the CG in it. It was really funny watching them act in terror of being eaten. Lots of blood and gore, so if you like blood and gore, you can check it out. This movie definitely has blood and gore. Moving along, let's keep this moving because this movie is 2 parts and I still have to watch the second part, which I haven't felt like watching because it's not, I'm just not feeling this movie. Moving along, so in their chaos moving through the city trying to find protection or cover for themselves, Mikasa and Eren are separated from Armin and are heading towards the church when Mikasa, for some reason, sees a random baby laying in the street. Mikasa grabs the random baby, and now Mikasa and Eren are moving towards what appears to be a church structure of some sort. As they are moving in, they get separated, and the crowd famously pushes them apart, putting Eren inside of the church structure with Mikasa being left outside with the baby. People inside are are ready to forfeit anyone already outside. Meanwhile, Eren is showing his courage by trying to open the doors and let her in or let himself out, but he is restrained. He is then forced to watch as Mikasa looks to be attacked by a Titan. And then right as the Titan is about to grab her, there's a huge of white smoke explosion, and we wake up with Eren being knocked unconscious from this explosion. He immediately goes to look outside. Mikasa's gone, and we don't know what's going on. We go through a little. He escapes from the church just in time to escape the grasp of Titans, and he basically watches his whole town get decimated. So that part is true to the anime. You go on to see Armin and Eren progress 10 years later and join the regiment. You know what sucks is that I can't just fucking pause and start it back up, edit it. When I start back up, it's a new fucking video. Not, but I'm still recording live. Hi, welcome back. Anywho's, forgot that was live, so we're gonna keep going on with this story. Sorry about that, guys. Anywho, they go on to join the regiment. In the anime, manga, the regiment, these new recruits are portrayed as hardened warriors, while as in the movie, they're very unskilled and novice in the purest of senses. I just don't understand why they would depict them in that way and manner. They go on to come up with a secret mission to seal the outer wall to prevent more Titans from coming in, because they have discovered a way to actually kill the Titans by severing a large slice of the back of their neck. They formulate a plan, load all the soldiers up in 2 trucks, which doesn't take, again, departed from the manga and anime. As they're traveling to their destination to get set up to seal the wall, they stop because they think there might be Titans around, which just really just sets up for this next scene to take place, for which they are attacked by Titans. A group, or a couple from the group, the female hears a baby crying, and a baby crying in the middle of nowhere. So yeah, let's go check out strange baby cryings in the middle of nowhere noises where there shouldn't be babies crying, but that they do, and end up finding a baby Titan. The baby Titan, seeing fresh people, food, cattle, whatever you like to call them, seeing them fresh, it starts to scream and cry and attempt to attack them. They flee, but in doing this, cause the Titans to come and attack them right then and there. The army trucks that they rode in bounce out on them, leaving them completely hanging and dry. And then we go through a series of watching the soldiers getting eaten and Armin losing people once again, Eren losing people once again. And as his best friend, childhood friend Armin is just about to be consumed by a Titan, he himself pulls Armin from the mouth and is himself consumed by the Titan. And then we're back on track with the anime and manga, where once he's eaten by the Titan, he's able to assume the form of a Titan, and then proceeds to help his fellow soldiers by taking out Titans now that he is one. So with all of that being said, I don't know if I'll do the second part unscripted, but that's okay. I'll see you the next time on the Dewan Moore Show.